Just breathe. Yes. Take a deep breath and breathe. Because honestly, a lot is going on. How far can you control it? Well, not that much. You can't control a global war. You can't control some of these ethnic wars. You can't control some of these races. You can't control most things. But one thing you can control is how you choose to handle everything. Gone are the days everything was safe and sound like we thought. And here we are. The way we used to be told back as kids, be careful with this road, be careful with people, be careful with strangers. All those things are now coming to show themselves at this point and time in life. We have countries or nations which are crying because of mass immigration, illegal or legal, unlegal combined. We have countries crying because of political anarchy, impunity, police brutality, children being taken advantage of, trafficking of all kinds. I mean, even in a country, I was shocked when I realized ants, which I grew up seeing ants which will bite your life away. I also been trafficked, whether it's for biological war. I guess it's some of the things you never get to understand. But now I do appreciate when I see ants. I'm like, yo, you guys see on that end and me, I'm on this end. Don't bite me. Mm-mm. Now I appreciate them more because I realized they're also being trafficked. The question is, those ones that were caught at the airport, those are the ones we know. Those that were never caught at the airport, only God knows. We have mosquitoes now genetically being modified and in the name of fighting bacteria. But are they being weaponized against us? We have locusts being harvested so that they turn against us, and they're thinking, yikes, how did you get here? It's sad how humanity always is. What's supposed to be beautiful is made dark. You know, when countries invest so much in wiping each other out, but social welfare, all those things that a country needs, that their people and their citizens really need, better housing, no, those things don't matter. But going to war with another country, going to war with even their own people, yeah, but that matters a lot. Priorities lost. We're living in very sad times. We're living in times whereby you're thinking, okay, what do I do? Sometimes all you have to do is breathe. For example, look at our gadgets. I normally say our gadgets have turned into that, those couples that they want to divorce, but there's a lot to lose. So they're kind of stuck with each other. They don't like each other anymore, but they're stuck. Because if I don't do this, this is where I get stuck. That's how we are now with our gadgets. What do I mean? The phone let me be very precise here with a smartphone, for example. The smartphone that can do a lot of different things for you now has become a phone at the same time. There are things you need to sort out in real time. At the same time, you have all this flooding of notifications of things you need to sort out and things really that are just making you angry. You put your phone down for such a long time, people start calling. When they can't find you, they're reaching out to cops or security agencies to try and find you. Why? Because maybe you've been taken out or you're floating somewhere, like been taken out, kind of floating, or been offed, or you're offed yourself. Are those concerns legit? Yes. Because right now, everything is unpredictable. But at the same time, it's one of those situations. And that's why sometimes I say, hey, learn to just turn off your notification. And I mean, if it's calendar, fine. If it's alarm, fine. But some things you just don't need. Your social media doesn't need notification for your own mental health. Because now in this relationship where you want to divorce, but you don't know how to divorce because because you have a lot to lose. You're like, crap, man. Because at the same time, the same companies that are able to access through the apps that we download can access information that we have and sell it to God knows how many parties, third, fourth, 15, 16 parties, and then sell you products that you really don't need. And here we are in the times of AI, and it's interesting. People are AI in everything. I mean, we have people who are, I think I've heard about that one. The mattress that whereby you sleep on, and it can tell your heartbeat and all that stuff. What ends up happening eventually, you'll get notifications about sleeping pills and all these other things. You've given too much information to a company. We have fridges, they're called smart fridges, which God knows. We have smart TVs, smart printers, washing machines, smart washing machines. God, we have smart. Okay, you know what? There are too many smartness, and all this smartness is information taken from you, uploaded to a server that will go to a tech guy and and investors. For example, if these investors of this particular company request a report. So they have a report and they're able to know how many people have, let's say if it was that mattress kind of product, sleeping issues, so they're ABCD. So now they will reach out to the company that they want to sell a particular product, say, hey, our clients have this, they sleep and ABCD. What products do you have that you want to upsell? Then we can share you some data. We get X amount, you get X amount, we work each other way. And remember, these regulatory issues are, questionable to an extent. And so you end up being flooded with ads and all these things. Did you really need these things? No, but what did you do? You bought a mattress that can be able to send signals to a company and show you. We have Fitbits, we have all other kind of exercise type of gadgets that people are putting on your smartwatches. They're giving real-time information. That means that company can go to another company and sell that particular data, a fraction of that data, to another company, so that you can be able to be sold products you really never needed, but now all of a sudden you must have. And then you forget you just need to breathe. Just need to breathe. We have the whole advent of humanoids, or more or less human to AI, human to machines, whereby you're told you're going to be super intelligent. Not fine. So let's say you become a cyborg kind of a situation, or a Robocop kind of a situation. What happens? Now you have so much information flooding that you can't control, that you give this machine, and this machine is having a field day. We give so much to AI and most of these chatbots that we forget they were meant to be assistants, not controllers. And then people forget that the same gadgets that you are, the same chatbots and same AI products and services that you're using, they all go back to a particular company, the one that you signed in for. And since you signed it for it, they have all your information. So they know which products they will tailor make for you. And then now you start saying, I think I have this disease. I think I have that disease. I think I've really, you don't really have any of that. Just breathe. Take a walk. Swim. I don't know. Figure something out that does not need technology. And life will be beautiful. Because at the end of the day, this life has so much pressure. We have pressure. We have politicians dividing us east, west, north, and south. One saying, I'm going to be better than the next one. No, they're just going to be more brutal and make sure the mistakes that they are done by the other and trying to control you, you don't get them. The thing is, learn to breathe. There's so much going on in our lives, in our environments, around the systems. The governments that are supposed to protect us are robbing us clean, and they're telling you what to do about it. You try to speak, you have the whole security agency thrown at you, and they're thinking, oh crap, how did you get here? Yeah, we're already there. We are already there. The places you thought that were safe. Right now, I always live the mentality that wherever I go, wherever I find myself, that could be my final place. Not because I want to think like that, but the rate at which the world is moving, yeah, I'm not surprised at anything at any point in time. Because you never know what could happen wherever you go. You could be visiting a place and the place that you once lived has been destroyed. So now the new place you just visited becomes a new home. Whether you flew to that place, whether you drove to that place, whether you walked to that place, nothing is guaranteed. So learn to breathe. Breathe, because at the end of the day, there's just so much beauty in just letting it slide. Because there's so much going on that your body, your mind cannot handle. Love yourself enough. Take care of your health. Take care of every part. You don't need all those 101 notifications on your phone and everything. Remove them and use what you need. Take care of your health. No one's going to take care of you. Take care of yourself. Life is way too short. So short. Appreciate what you have, the fresh air, that you can walk and you can talk. Appreciate what you have while you still have it.